Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And the reason I'm doing this video today to show you how to save $350 to $500 for the fan blower motor if you buy an original. I don't even know honestly how much it's cost, but I would guess it's probably up to $500, the fan blower original. So what happened is, in my previous video I showed you that I bought a fan off Amazon, I guess Chinese fan, and I installed it, and then unfortunately due to unbalanced fan, it grounded off. I'll show you, and melted off a little bit of piece of plastic here. So when I turn it full speed, and I know I set it correctly, screw it correctly, so nothing was twisted or anything like that, so I know I'm positive on that thing, just the fan wasn't unbalanced. So anyway, I returned that thing to the Amazon bag, and then I start taking the original apart. And today I wanted to show you how to again save yourself money just by taking this motor apart and fixing it yourself. So basically what happened, I'm going to show you later how I disassemble, but I want to get it to the point. So this is two bearings right here, 1 and 2, and so what happened is those bearings gets dried out, and basically you're gonna have a grinding noise too. So your fan is going to be, when you turn your fan, it's going to be a really loud noise, which has happened to me. So now I'm going to show you. So I guess those bearings are numbered, and you can Google it and you can buy those bearings. It's very easy to disassemble, and again I'm going to show you how to do it. You can buy those bearings on Amazon, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to take those bearings and I'm going to try to open up them and fill them again with the grease, and then close back, I guess, and save myself a little money too. So I don't know, those bearings probably would be $20 for two. I didn't Google it yet, but I guess. So anyway, let me show you how to disassemble this thing. Start putting everything back together. So it's not gonna slide because I don't want to push it, because I'm gonna well, I guess I can. So I don't want to go farther, but this thing goes all the way down here, and then in order to take this piece, like pull it, this magnets out. So what I did, I used 2 paint brushes or whatever, screwdrivers. I set it right here on one side, and then I had another one that I set it on the other side, and basically just with your 2 hands pry it up. So basically you will be prying off of this metal to this plastic, and as you pry down both sides evenly, you're gonna see that this thing is coming out. It's very easy, so you don't have to create a lot of force, and on my it came very easy. So now the next thing, I have this PSB board that I'm gonna show you how that thing was sitting. So okay, I went a little farther. So okay, we have let me try to remember to assemble back everything. Okay, so it sits like that. Then you have this rubber here, like this. Okay, I'm just kind of showing you how to take it apart. Then you have this piece, like that, which is screwed with 4 of those screws. All right, just like that. And then when you get this rod, the shaft through this bearing, you will install the spring. The spring will go. Then this piece of, I don't know what is that, plastic or metal or magnet, will go, and then you will have this locking ring. Yeah, it's a magnet. So then you will have this locking ring, okay, just like that. And then on the top of that you will have this PSB board, and you can see like on the 12 o'clock, 11 and 1 o'clock there is 3 pins. So you align those pins with those 3 pins and install this board. This is a radiator that sits in here for cooling purposes, and basically this thing sits like that, and you slide the whole thing in, and then the cover goes like this. All right, so that's how you disassemble. So I guess I'm gonna show you the other way around. So to disassemble, you need to unscrew 1, 2, yeah, just 2 bolts, 1, 2, and then you take this cover off, okay? Then you unscrew 1, 2, and you take, pry it over here with a screwdriver a little bit, and then you take this PSB board out, just like that, okay? Then you unscrew those 4 bolts, and you take this piece off, okay? Then you, with the 2 screwdrivers, so as you can push that spring down, so you're gonna push it on this bigger magnet ring, and then you're gonna slide 2 screwdrivers, 1 on each side, just like with the brushes, and basically prise this collar up, and that's how you will get it out of shaft. And then basically you slide this magnet and this ring, and then you get access to the shaft. So then you can take this cover off, or this rubber, okay? And then after that you take this thing out, and we're going back again to how I took this magnet out. I'll repeat it myself. So basically 2 or anything, use you need to have not flat screwdriver but something similar to this brush or this size, and basically with 2 hands pry it down on the left and right side on this plastic, and you will see this thing's gonna come out. And when you're gonna get this thing out, you're gonna get access to your bearings, and that's what we need. We need to fix those bearings. Well, now I can't get, okay. All right, so then you're gonna get it access. Okay, I took already one. So that's where the bearing sits are, and I can easily push it out with that bearing off of here. And again, you can order those. I'm gonna leave the number of the bearing in the description, but you can order those bearings, or you can take them apart and fill them with the grease and then just assemble it everything back together. But that's what I found out is the hard way. This is the way to go if you want to save money. Basically take it apart, get it to those 2 bearings, and either change them or take it apart and fill them with the grease, close back in, and yeah, install them back in, and you will have brand new fan. Okay, I took those 2 covers, and here is one side, and here is the other side of the bearing. So yeah, now I'm gonna wash it with a brake cleaner, and then just pack it with the grease. This is a high temp grease. Advanced Auto Parts have this grease. They didn't have a small packages, so I had to buy this can, but otherwise you can guys buy a really small package. Don't need to buy this big can. And yeah, I'm gonna open up and use it for filling those bearings. This side I'm gonna fill completely because this is the plastic here. So I'm gonna try to get it as much as I can here and then spin it. All right. So the reason I started with this side, not with this side, because the balls are exposed on this side, and then this side has like a plastic ring. So what I did, I applied the grease here, and then as I was closing this cover, I basically everything was too much was pushed in because we have an opening here. So you want to start doing first this side. Now after this side is done, cover is closed, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try to spin it more, lubricate it more. Okay, so now I'm gonna do the same scene in here. I'm gonna fill with the grease. Okay, basically like that. And now I'm gonna spin it again. Okay, and now just gonna show you the focus. So this is how it looks like. One side is closed, another one lubricated, and all what I need to do is just close the cover. Okay, that's it. That's how you guys lubricate the bearing. So now I'm gonna get this grease out, clean it with alcohol, this side and then inside this ring. And yeah, this bearing should be ready to install. Alright, so now I'm gonna do exactly the same as the other bearing. After you're done greasing and cleaning those bearings, so basically what I did, I just wiped it out, all the grease around, and I used the alcohol to clean the outside and inside this small ring where it's going to be sliding over the shaft. So you don't want to have any grease in there, and you don't want to have any grease outside. So you want to this bearing sits pretty good in the plastic here and on the shelf itself. So, and while you're cleaning, make sure you don't get any alcohol inside here between those two metal rings. Let's assemble. So basically I'm just pushing by hand. It went very easy. Same thing in here. Okay, you can feel it, they will stop. Like this one moves a little bit, but we're gonna lock this one, and you can feel it when this thing's gonna stop. So now, after we installed the bearings, the next thing, we have like a washer here. So this is a stop point, so you don't have to worry about going any farther, because this bearing is gonna be sitting on this washer. So all we need to do, just slide this thing like that, and just keep pushing it. Okay, I can feel like I hit already that washer that I show you. So now I need to drive this bearing in. Okay, next thing, this cover. Just like that. And you can't mix this around because you're gonna have to line up those 3 holes with those 3 pins. So then we will put this piece, and we're gonna screw this. After we're done with this piece, now we're gonna set the ring, the spring. You wanna make sure the spring is clean. And then keep in mind there is a cut, straight cut here. So when you set this magnet, you wanna align this cut with this cut. So we're gonna go like that. Let me see if this will go through. Yep, that will go through. So now we're gonna set this magnet like that, and you can see it's going up and down because of a spring on the back. So now the last thing is to lock this, or put this locking ring on the top, and you can see there is a groove there in the shaft. Let me try to push it down. Yeah, you can guys see the groove. So this is where this locking ring is gonna be. So when you pushing it, you're gonna have to hear the click. If you don't hear the click, you're not locked. So you want to make sure you can hear the click, and then if you do, you're locked. Just like that. Okay, so now this thing locked. Now we're setting this thing back. Just like that. So now we again aligning those 3 pins with those 3 pins. This radiator goes inside of this housing there. As you can see, this is how you have to align. Make sure you can see those yellow pins inside of those connectors. Okay, when you set in this board, so you want to make sure your radiator is in the square box, and then just basically lined up your pins. So you can see those yellow pins in each of those connectors, and just basically push it with your fingers to lock it. it's gonna go hard, but keep pushing it on the pins itself. Okay, and now we're gonna secure this board. Just like that. So now I'm gonna keep pushing on those pins or those connectors, so make sure I will drive fully in those connectors. And you're gonna feel under your finger as you do that, you're gonna feel under your fingers kind of like a click. That means you locked it. All right, so now we successfully assembled this PCB board. So just make sure it's straight, everything looks correctly. Take lots of pictures when you disassemble this, so you know how to put everything back together. And oh my gosh, this thing quiet. Wow, can't wait to try it. All right, so after that, we're just gonna put the cover. When you install this cover, there's the pins, so you have to basically go like that and then set it. What's going on? Okay, just like that. And then there's a lock pin here. Lock it. And yeah, just put the screws. So 2 here and 2 here. So this is how you fix your noisy fans. Basically just fix the bearing in it, and then it becomes quiet again like brand new, and you don't have to spend lots of money buying a new one. As long as nothing melted here in the board, PSB board, or on the magnets there, you're good. Just fix your bearings. Okay, I just finished installing the fan and ignition is on, so let's see how it's working. I'm gonna turn the first speed. Oh my gosh, I can't believe how quiet it is. Second speed. Wow. Just so you understand, guys, yeah, I did not record the beginning how this sounded, but just so you understand, on the second speed it already was sounding like grinding something there, but it's so quiet now, like brand new. So now I'm gonna go full speed. Wow, quiet. So working. Again, I bought it on Amazon and I had to return it because it wasn't balanced. So for you guys, if you got a little bit of skills, you can do it yourself. Like I showed you in the video, save yourself wherever it is, $350 or $500, and take it apart. And if this PCB board electrical part is not burned out and you hear the grinding noises, just take it apart, take its bearings like I showed again in the video, fill it with the grease, assemble everything back together, and you're gonna have your quiet fan like brand new.